Hello, 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 and welcome to Comrade Lev Plays Victoria 3. We are taking the Russian Empire to new heights, and hopefully, sometime soon, we'll be turning into the Soviet Union as we advance the cause of the working man and beat down the old landed aristocracy and the new enemy, the industrialist. So, we come back in not a terrible position. The economy's okay. Lots of bureaucracy. There's a few little changes I want to make straight away though. First is I just want to mess with our authority a little bit. So let's go to our budget and let's stick one more tax on. Luxury clothes. That'll get us 13k for 100 authority. And we've got the authority just about. And obviously it's taxing the rich, which we like to do. So instant boost to the economy there. We are also spending 100 in Moscow and 100 in Ingria on manufacturing, encouraging that. Now I had noticed and didn't really do anything about the fact that in Ingria I've actually got loads of understaffed industries. Yeah, loads. I just don't think there's enough people here. I've overbuilt basically, and I've actually got more free population in other places next to Moscow, like Bryansk and Kazan. So I need to start building here and stop building in Ingria. But one thing we can do, just to mitigate the shortages we've got already, is put in a decree. Now, if we're going to afford that, first thing we're going to have to do is cancel the encourage manufacturing, so we'll cancel that, and then we will put in the greener grass campaign, which will increase migration to Ingria. It's already got okay migration actually, because it's got a good standard of living and there's loads of jobs there, so people are migrating there. But let's try and speed that up a bit so we can fill those factories up, and further building of factories we'll try and do maybe here or here, or Kiev even. Actually Kiev's got loads of free people and good infrastructure stuff there. Okay, is that all I want to do with my authority? Suppressing the gentry, bolstering the trade unions, a load of consumption taxes. Yeah, looks good to me. Now, the other thing I want to do, a few more buildings, I think. What have we got that's queued? Silk plantations, sugar plantations, cotton plantations, tea plantations, and a load of ports, which will be important because we are a little bit low on convoy, so we need the ports for the convoys. The only thing I didn't build though was tobacco, and I can build tobacco, so let's just get a bit of that. Again, not enough qualifications, it says, to staff. Not enough qualifications to staff. Not enough qualifications to staff. Not enough qualifications to staff. Well, who's got the most available labour? Not a lot. 60,000, 149,000, 300,000. So I guess you're the best place to be. Yeah, and that's where the tobacco is anyway. So let's just try that. Okay, let's start that timer then. My government legitimacy is still really low, 21%. I've tried playing with a few little things. I mean, if I just kick the army out, it goes up a little bit. Need the industrialists in there, basically, until somebody else gets a bit more powerful. I'd really like to bring the intelligentsia in, so we can do some more interesting law changes. We can do that if we kick the army out. Maybe we will try that. But I have spotted a law change I do want to do first, and that is my colonial affairs. We haven't got any further colonial ambitions at the moment. We did a bit of settling right at the start in Kazakh and in northern Japan, I guess. But they're incorporated states now, so I don't think there's any harm in changing this to no colonial affairs. It will annoy the armed forces a little bit, but they really love me, and it will really, really cheer up the gentry assembly. So and the rural folk. So that's good. So I think this will mean we can do some other stuff that the gentry assembly won't like, and they'll be happy enough because we're not colonising. Fine. Let's try that. Not a terrible chance. Let's try that first. Another way we've got to boost our legitimacy, apart from getting our parties in power more clout, we want it to be the trade unions, is lowering taxes. So we're not making quite enough money to do that yet, and we're still weighing the credit. So once we've built up some reserves and got a bit of a better income, we can look at lowering taxes. And we have unlocked psychiatry. What does that do? Bureaucracy cost goes down and more influence. Yeah, fine. We've got so much bureaucracy, I don't even know what to do with it, to be honest. It will come in useful when we want to start building more institutions, like, I don't know, like welfare state stuff and national healthcare and things like that, which we will want to do, obviously. But so it's fine. It's good in the bank. It's good in the bank. We've got a bit of a lead shortage, which we're offsetting with trade at the moment, but we've got plenty of capacity to build our own. So I want to get some lead mines in the Urals. And our infamy is at 0 again, so why don't we have a little war? Cockland. Cockand. Persia might join in, they normally pile in. Heavenly Kingdom, and the Sikh Empire. Well, let's see. Oh, Afghanistan will definitely join. Okay, well, I think we can defend that border. So I've got one advancing and one defending army on each of these borders. I think I'm going to recruit some more generals. I've only got 4 at the moment, and I have got loads of battalions in reserve, so they can be led. Where do I want them? I guess Nipa, because I've got loads of units there in reserve. Do we want this guy or this guy? Well, this guy's in the armed forces, this guy's in the Gentry Assembly. Will it add 2% interest growth, political strength? So we want the armed forces. Yeah, we want the armed forces. Pity we can't get a trade union leader. And it looks like actually the Afghans have backed out. Yeah. So we're taking both their territories now. And we have got a free technology slot. I think we need to go for it, even though it's going to take a bit of time. Socialism. 8 years is enough, hopefully, for me to get my eggs and get all my ducks in a row. Okay, so the Afghans pulled out, but the Persians are now in. Hey, yeah. And the war has broken out. How's our battle going? Not good. We're beating back our offence. Oh well. And with our big pile of bureaucracy, what we'll do is go up again to the final level of law enforcement. Be really good for turmoil and radicals. Or it'll be good for combating turmoil and radicals. Oh, look, that's why the Afghans pulled out. Look, they've got their own problems. So we've made some early advances into Kokand and Persia. They've got way more. We've got way more troops over here, and they've just about outnumber us in Persia. But we're still advancing against them. We don't need this because we've got no war goals in Persia. But good to lay the smack down on them. And we have unlocked the water tube boiler. This means we can have a look in updating all our manufacturing methods, I guess. So you'll go. Oh yeah, you can go. All of these good stuff. Shipyards, what can you do? Reinforce wooden ships, fine. Oh look, and we can also upgrade our farms. I'm sure we'll have a big fertilizer. We'll have shortages of fertilizer and stuff like that, but we can just try and buy in what we don't have. Excellent. Let's see what that does to our shortages. Nothing immediately showing that we need, but we do have a load of unproductive trade routes, so let's get this cancelled. And we have conquered Kokand peace treaty. We get those two regions, Tajikistan and Kyrgyzia. Persians backed off, wiped out them. So we've got a bit of we've got some space in our construction queue now, and I'm trying to work out what we should build next. So I'm looking at what's super expensive in my market. Coffee, can't do anything about that. We've got no access to coffee. Dye, can't do anything about that. We've got no access to dye. Fertilizer, we can do something about that. So let's build some chemical plants, and I'm going to start sticking stuff in Brianz because I think I've got capacity here. What else have we got? Lead. We are building some lead mines, so let's see how they do first. Porcelain, how about that? I think we can probably do something about that. Glassworks. Okay, yeah, glass is quite expensive as well, so let's put some of those in. Luxury clothes, steel, fish, and clothes. Okay. So let's build some textile mills. And we'll put these in Kiev. And then we'll also do some steel mills. Where have I got those already? Moscow. Yeah, some valuable labour. And the last thing was fish, wasn't it? So, where can we build some fishing wharfs? Let's put those in Lithuania. Oh, I see. You can only put a couple there because I haven't got a big queue. Alright. Some in Latvia then. Okay, I think that's enough being built for now. Let's see how that gets on. We've got a possible secession movement. The Kyrgyz. Are these the guys in... Yeah, they're the guys in the newly conquered region. And it's growing apparently. I'm not worried if they'll be easy to smack down if they revolt, and hopefully our police institution will kick in and tame that independence. So we've had some grassroots supports for our law change. What can we use? 20% traction, but that will prop up the Gentry Assembly. I'd like to have 20% chance of passing this, but there's no way I'm supporting the Gentry Assembly, letting them get stronger. Let's take the other one. This is good. Population become more loyalist. Fine. Now this is interesting. The powerful clout that the Gentry Assembly hold has become a menacing presence over our government. One of our agents has approached us suggesting a less conventional solution. Well, they don't need guidance, they need destroying. This will lead to events about diminishing the Gentry Assembly's power. Yes, please. Our efforts to undermine the Gentry Assembly's reputation have been extremely successful. It's been literally like 2 days since that first event. Fine. With their influence now weakened, it's time for us to attend to more important matters. What, have I just achieved it straight away? Well, I'd obviously... Aha! This will be good. Authority, don't need that. Legitimacy for 5 years. I wish it was a bit more permanent, but that looks great. And our gold reserves are looking really good. 9.5 million. When we hit 20 million, that's the cap, and it starts becoming a bit of a burden. You need to spend it. So we'll give it a bit more time to build up, and then I think we'll look at our budget. We've got a few market access issues, so we'll get some railroads down. And looking at the other end of our market, what's super cheap, there's a few things here. Silk, Lead now. I've obviously put too many lead mines and hardwood. Let's see, can we export these? Yeah, we'll make loads. Lead, can we export you? Yeah, let's not go mad, just 2 will do. Silk, can we export you? Another couple. And we have unlocked the hydraulic crane. This is good because this means we can build 1 more port in each of those, each of our coastal regions. Don't think we need to build any more ports at the moment. We seem to be okay for convoys, but good to know if we run out again. And we've also unlocked postal savings, which means our cash reserves can go up a little bit more. What's that now then? 15 million we've got in reserves, and we can have 23 million. Good. Just as I was saying that, trade routes need convoys. Really? Well, okay, let's put some ports in. And opium is apparently quite expensive at the moment, so let's put some opium farms in. We've got plenty of space for it. And a nice just flat 15 boost to our chance of passing this law. It's been going for some time and nothing's happened, so this will be really useful. Okay, so we've got massive reserves, 18 million, huge balance. Let's get the tax rate down. Can we afford very low taxes? Not quite. Let's go low for now. Now, with my current boost to legitimacy, I'm just wondering what I can do with reforming my government. If I take the industrialists out and bring in the trade unions, oof. I mean, it's bad, but it's manageable. Should we do it? And then we can do all sorts of better laws. Let's give it a go. And the other thing we want to be doing is, now we've got the industrialists out of government, is we want to be curbing their power somewhat. So let's see if we can get some authority back anywhere. And what I'm going to do is just cancel my 2 edicts. So greener grass in Ingria. It's looking a little bit better here for hiring. They've still got good migration. Let's get rid of this greener grass. And I'm hoping it won't impact the economy too much if we stop doing encourage manufacturing in Moscow. So that gives us 200, which we can then suppress the industrialists. And we're still making loads of money, huge amounts of money. Let's get tax down even more, and let's get our government wages and our military wages up just a little bit. You know what? Up just a little bit more. That approval's all good. So crystal glass has been unlocked. Let's see what we can do with our production method. Ah, the glass works. Fine. And we're not going to need anywhere near as much lead. Oh dear, okay. So that change in government has done one thing, which has made this a bit less likely to succeed. Let's give it a bit longer to see if it triggers, but if not, we'll do something else. There's other interesting stuff we can do instead. Because this is because I took the army out of the government, is it? No. It's because I took the industrialists out of the government, and they were supporting this. So okay, and our construction queue is running out again. So what do we need to build now? Engines are expensive, luxury furniture, liquor, and clothes. Well, let's build some engines then. Some motor industry, excuse me. Not enough qualifications in Moscow. Where can we do it then? Not enough qualifications anywhere, from what I can tell, actually. Maybe what we need to do is build something which I hadn't even considered yet, but something that is really important for us. And that is to build some more universities. We've only got 3 at the moment. Let's stick a load down. Obviously, the Bolsheviks went on a huge literacy campaign when they got into power, and sent young students out into the to the farms and to the countryside to teach all the peasants to read. So let's get ahead of the game and get a load of universities so that we can do the same. That might have been too many, I don't know. We just had an event which got our colonial affairs up 15%, so let's hope that gets it through. And we've got some, our construction queue isn't that big, and we've got high liquor prices, so what we're going to do is build a load of rye farms. Where though, where? This looks good. $60, is that too many? We'll find out, I guess. So, there's something wrong with my asylums apparently. We're going to give the administration over to the trade unions because that will make them more powerful. No, it won't. It'll make them like us more, fine. Oh, you know what? We don't really need them to like us more. We can afford the bureaucracy there, but this one, there's a lot of expenses. But it'll increase the standard of living. Just for 5 years though. Okay, let's go for the trade unions. And there she is, socialism unlocked. Beautiful. We can now get Council Republic, which is what we want, the Soviet Republic. Soviet meaning council. And nationalism as well, which gives us more authority. That's useful. We might be able to do something with that. And at the same time as unlocking socialism, the Communist Manifesto triggers. The increasing wealth disparity among our society has become injurious and clear as a scythe's edge. A pamphlet named The Communist Manifesto and written by a socialist revolutionary, don't know, what was his name, don't know, put it in the comments. It's Karl Marx, I did that. Has captivated the attention of the masses. The history of all hereunto existing society is the history of class struggles. Freeman and slave, patrician and plebeian, lord and serf, guildmaster and journeyman, in a word, oppressor and oppressed, stood in constant opposition to one another, carried on an interrupted, now hidden, now open fight, that each time ended either in a revolutionary reconstitution of society at large, or in a common ruin of the contending classes. What can we do with this then? Our people could benefit from these teachings that will bolster the unions. Unite indeed, we have nothing to lose but our chains, which will really boost the unions, and Marx might appear. 95% chance Marx will appear, or we want nothing to do. Obviously, we want Karl Marx to appear. How do we know if it happens? How do we... Oh my god, can we try and find him? Where is he? Yeah, and he's there! There he is! He's leading the trade unions! Oh my god, we've got him! Oh my god, I'm so happy. This has gone better than I ever could have dreamed. So the unions are really boosting now, 8%, but it's going up, it's going up. And Marx is in charge of the trade unions, the junior partner of my government, but fine, whatever. Right, we need new research. I don't know that we need to go down any of these. Do we research? I mean, I'm tempted to research anarchism now, because I think that, like, Bakunin or Kropotkin or someone might appear. Human rights, anarchism. What are some production things? Yeah, I think chemical bleaching will be good, because this will be good for our paper mills. Now it keeps flicking up and going away again, but tools seem to be getting quite expensive as well now. So let's put some tool factories in. Again, it's nowhere. It looks like it's got the qualifications for it. Weirdly, well, I've just not got enough people who can be workers. I've just got too many peasants. I don't know, but we've got those. We've got all those universities in now, so hopefully that should help. I think. Let's put some in here. And I don't know what has happened to the economy. It's absolutely bombed. -167. We've got plenty of reserves for now, but I need to have a look and see what we can do to stem the flow a little bit. Okay, we can make a little bit back just by getting these wages back to average. That's fine. And we have unlocked chemical bleaching. Fine, we can upgrade some production methods. I've tried to tweak with the economy. I've put in a load of import orders and a few export orders and a few tariffs and things like that. Don't know, it's still absolutely tanked. I don't know what I did. Is it too many rye farms? I don't know. So we're going to try for the steam donkey next. We can upgrade all our mines and logging camps and things with this. And I think I'm going to give up on colonial affairs. Let's do something more interesting. So, if we want to pass the Council Republic, we need to do something first. We need to get rid of hereditary bureaucrats. But nobody in government wants to do this. Okay, we need to bring in the intelligentsia, I think. What will that do to my legitimacy? Ugh, no good. No good. But if we kick out the armed forces, we can do it. Yeah, we can move over to appointed bureaucrats. Fine. Okay, so explosives are super expensive for me at the moment, so I'm building some chemical plants and I'm moving their production over to make explosives as well. 10 in mints. Can I do some... Let's go 20. Karl Heinrich Marx of the trade unions is rapidly gaining popularity among the people. The radical socialist message of equality he espouses is proving especially appealing to the lower classes. Comrades, the time for action is now. Why should we toil in squalor while the boss grows rich and fat off our labour? Why should the meagre pennies we earn go to the greedy landlord who tells us we should be grateful for our miserable shacks? Inspirational. So I'm glad that socialism is on the rise, but I'm concerned it's at the same time as my economy seems to be in a bit of a spiralling decline. But I'm sure we can pull it back. Just to let you guys know that Ingrid is looking a bit better now. All the factories seem to be nice and full. They haven't got any employment issues. Good. So we've triggered some journal thing. The state policy of religion, autocracy, and nationality. This isn't good. So we can boost the Tsar and the General Assembly, obviously not. We can cheer on the Orthodox Church, obviously not. Or... that doesn't actually help the church out. That converts people, converts clergymen, and gives us conversion. But I think we want this one. 5% of Russian pops become more loyalists. That would be great because we've got loads of radicals and not that many loyalists. And we get more assimilation. Let's try that. And there we have it. The steam donkey. Let's upgrade all our mines. We can do our glassworks and our paper mills. That's from paper bleaching or something like that. But we can also do our mines. Yeah, steam donkey. What's that going to cost? Coal and transportation. We've got plenty of transportation, I hope. Maybe we'll need to build some coal mines. Oh, and the logging camps. That's going to be a big beast. And what are we going to research next? I could do with just a touch more authority, to be honest. Will anything give me that? Yes, pan-nationalism. Let's go for it. And we have also unlocked nitroglycerin. We can upgrade our mines again for this. The only thing is I think it's quite dangerous for the miners, but... you know, sacrifices must be made. And we can take a little hit to our bureaucracy to try and get this law passed. Excellent. Plenty of bureaucracy. In fact, we need to incorporate these extra states, don't we? Yeah, it's 2 there. That's fine. Okay, so while we're not losing quite as much as we were, we're about to lose our reserves and go into credit. So I think I need to do something. But I can't. I don't want to increase my taxes because I've got low legitimacy already. And that'll weaken it even more. We need that authority so we can get some get another consumption tax in, I think. I'm going to build a load more chemical plants, I think. Yeah, and upgrade them. Because we need all those explosives for the mines. Mint seems to be the place where we're building our... and Bryansk. Fine. 15 of each should be good. Ho ho ho, we need convoys as well. Fine, more ports. And we've got a bit of a coal shortage as well. That's fine, we can build some coal mines. We'll put them in Rostov, I think. Oh, no. Not enough qualifications. Soviet. Caucasus. 20 should do it. Am I just over-engineering? Is that the problem? I'm just building too much of everything at one time and it's sort of overcompensating with the economy. I need to make small tweaks. I don't know. Right, I don't want to do... I'm in my reserves now, and I don't want to do the tax because I need the legitimacy. I'm afraid it's going to have to be government wages and army wages. And we have unlocked the power of the purse. What's that for? Our naval bases. Okay, don't really know what that's going to do. Yeah, just makes them better, I guess. We don't have the qualifications. Well, I'm sure they'll learn. Oh, Mint, we built you up too much, and we need to give you some railways. You've got no infrastructure. That should be enough. Same in Bryansk. And pan-nationalism has unlocked, which gives us a load more authority. With that, let's take another consumption tax on, just to help the economy out a bit more. I think porcelain, because it's glass is used by slightly poorer people, use glass as well. So let's, even though it's a couple of K less income for us, we're hitting the richest only there. What do we want to research next? I mean, we haven't done military. We haven't done any military for ages. Let's do triage, because that's first aid stuff, and we've got the opium for it, or we can get the opium for it. Now, if we move over to passenger carrying on our railways, it's going to make us 40k, so it says. It's going to cost us a bit more wood. That's fine. We can build looking camps if we need to. We'll lose infrastructure, so we might have to build some more railways to get the infrastructure back up. But we can do that. Let's give it a go. Well, the infrastructure hit wasn't so bad. Just a few more rails needed, but it doesn't seem to have helped the economy at all. Hopefully it kicks in. Right, and triage has been unlocked. Let's go for modding nursing. Get the old Florence Nightingale. And can we upgrade our barracks and things now then? Ooh, hello, threshing machines. Get all our farms. Right, let's get those in as well. What's that going to cost us? Coal and tools. Oh, I'm sure that'll be fine. We can build some more coal mines. We can build some more tooleries if we need to. We can get first aid. Yes, what does that cost? Fabric. Opium. Okay. And that's pharmaceuticals unlocked. So we can now do healthcare, public healthcare. Aha! And the good old Tsar has stepped in and said that he wants to help enact appointed bureaucrats. Now, weirdly, this pisses off the intelligentsia, because they don't like the Tsar getting involved in the political process, although they are the only faction who actually supports this law. So he's stepped in to help them. It's been running for ages now and it's not been passed. He stepped in to help, and they're annoyed about it. It's, I guess that's them sticking by their morals, that they don't want him to intervene even when he's helping them. I don't know, but it's good for us anyway, because it's hopefully we can get it passed now. And Karl Marx has gained even more popularity. Of course he has. Inspirational. And as we near the end of our construction queue, we need... I'm just looking at what we need to go for next. Coal, sulphur, groceries. Good. All things we can do. I guess we'll put the coal in Moscow, because we've got the qualifications there. Let's go 50. Let's go 20. Why not? Sulphur, where do we put you? No, not there. Not enough qualifications. Not enough qualifications. Well, not enough qualifications anyway, so let's just put 10 there. And what was the last thing? Groceries. Yeah, so this is an urban thing. What do we need? Food. Food industries. And where are they at the moment? Bryansk. Okay. 15 should do it. I had stuck some gold mines in as well in Alaska, so they're coming through now. And a deadly fire has killed many workers in Greater Caucasus. That's where all my something mine, I think that's where I've got a load of coal mines. It has been revealed that Georgy Kern, a prominent member of the Gentry Assembly, was the owner of the factory. He must be held responsible. It will piss off the Gentry Assembly, but it will weaken the Gentry Assembly. Perfect. And that's given us modern nursing. Can we do something else? Can we... With our barracks? Yep, we can. Field hospitals, tools and opium. Okay, let's see what that does. What do we want next? That was our little military foray. Let's go for dynamite. It's a lot safer than nitroglycerin. And opium is now expensive. That's our upgrades to our military. So let's build some opium farms. It says nowhere has it got enough qualifications. Let's try and spread out a bit at least. What qualifications do you need to work on an opium farm? Let's have a look. You need aristocrats, do you? And clergymen. Farmers and labourers we should be fine with. It's the clergymen and the aristocrats, I suspect. And somehow, yes! The trade unions, I was just about to say the trade unions got behind appointed bureaucrats, threw their weight behind it, and boom, it passed straight away. Fantastic. This means now, are we finally ready to have a go at the Council Republic? This will radicalise the Gentry Assembly, the Orthodox Church, and the petty bourgeois. I sort of think none of those powers, 7% power, 8%, and 8%. I'll call that 9. 17. That's less than, that's 24% of the total clout will be against it. Will that mean, will they revolt? I don't know. Well, if we have to have a civil war, we have to have a civil war. Let's give it a go. Council Republic. Yeah, most people are against it. It's going to radicalise industrialists as well, apparently. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do first is actually have a look at my distribution of power law first. At the moment, we've got autocracy, which gives 50 political strength to the aristocrats. So I think if we move over to census suffrage or universal suffrage. Yeah, let's try this first. I think this will take power. This will shift power away from the people I don't like enough to let me pass Council Republic. Let's try it. Universal suffrage. Okay, so it's time to put some stuff in the building queue. Let's go for a bit of sulphur, a bit of coal, maybe some fishing wharfs, and logging camps. Let's go for those sort of resources. Yep, in Moscow. Let's smack that out. Oh. What else did I say? Fishing wharfs. Yeah, why not? You guys haven't got the qualifications, but you do. Lumber. Okay. Brilliant, he can do it. Maxed out, fine. I mean, since the economy's looking a bit healthier now, is it still after all that building kicks in? Let's get these taxes up. Sorry, let's get our government wages way up. Can't afford way up. We can get a little up, just so the army and the we don't get so bad approval hits. And we have unlocked dynamite. Fantastic. Let's get that in straight away, and we can move over to a less dangerous method of production in our mines. Good. Uses way more explosives, make room for some chemical plants. And I've just spotted something super scary here. A revolution. The Industrialists, the Orthodox Church, and the Gentry Assembly all want to... They're pissed off because I'm trying to pass universal suffering. Okay, that is a concern. Ooh, automatic irrigation. I think that means I won't need as many people to work the plantations. Let's just have a look at this first. Is it ticking up? Yeah, it is. Shooting right up. Yes, okay, right, we need to stop this, I'm afraid. We can take on the gentry and the church, I think, but with the industrialists also against it, it's too much. Let's stop that and let's try census suffrage instead, because the industrialists like that. It's not going up anymore. It's hit. Okay, brilliant. That's fine. That's fine. And this means that if we can pass Council Republic without pissing anyone else off, just these two, then we know we can pass it. It's ticking up a little bit more. Who would succeed? Like Moscow would secede. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, it's all this bit here. It's all central. Why would they follow the Gentry Assembly in the church? We haven't got any munition plants, so with a totally empty construction queue, let's put some of these in. It's going to lose money, apparently. What if we put it there? Let's just build... If we go to war, we'll need them, that's what I think. So let's just put 5 in. Yeah. But what else do we want to build, then? What will make money? Few food industries. Oh, we need chemical plants, yeah. Not there or there, because we haven't got any qualifications. Where can we put them? Kursk, yeah. Man of Wars are expensive too. Let's stick them in Luhansk. Yeah, 10 should be more than enough. And tools are still a little bit expensive. Why don't we build some more of these? Let's put these in Turks too. Pump jacks unlocked. So, let's upgrade all our plantations. Oh yeah, and we'll weaken the General Assembly, please. This is all just our plantations, isn't it? Yeah. Automatic irrigation. It increases employment. Oh, no. Increases farmers and machinists, decreases labourers. I guess because they're not digging ditches anymore. Perfect. And what do we want to research after that? Where do we want to go down to? I mean, mechanised farming. That'd be good. Or can we get, like, power stations? That would be good. Electrical generation. That might be pretty revolutionary. We're getting that anyway soon. We'll literally get it in a few weeks. Then we can build a load of power plants. It's going to cost a bomb if we do that. You know what? Let's go for it. Electrical generation. And steel frame buildings unlocked. Does that mean we can change our construction method? What does this do? More glass, more explosives, more tools, way more steel. No, we'd lose so much money. Oh my god. We'd lose 112k. Okay, we can't do that yet. We need more steel, I guess, before we can do that. Okay, so electrical generation unlocked. That means we'll be able to improve livestock ranches, urban centres, our logging camps. Good, but we need power plants, I guess, to produce the electricity first before we can do any of that stuff. Yeah. So we're going to put a load of power plants. We've also unlocked floating harbour, which gives us a more port max level, which is useful because we have... Oh, I thought we had some convoys needed. Let's give it a second. It might update. Trade routes need convoys. Yes. So let's build some ports first. Oh, we can go over to industrial port. Loads more convoys. But we don't have any steamers. Produced in shipyards. Can our shipyards produce steamers? No. Okay, so let's not do that. Let's just build some. Build some where we've got the qualifications. Isn't there? Isn't there? Yes. No. 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 You're fine. You can't do it. You can. You can't. You can't. You can. Okay, hopefully that'll be enough. And the other thing we want to be building. Power plants. Where? Moscow. Bryansk. Kursk. Saratov. Samara. Right, that's got to be enough, isn't it? Too much, as always. I want enough to... I can just move all my... sawmills over, or my logging camps over. Let's just do 10 more just for luck. It's probably way too many. possibly too many, but remember, we're Russia. We make these big. This is maybe my first 5-year plan for electrification. We need to make these big, bold movements forwards in our industry, and if it means we go into huge amounts of debt in the meantime, there's huge suffering. Who cares? We need to industrialise. We need to revolutionise. Let's do it. What are we going to research actually instead? I don't even know anymore. What's good to go for? I could do with some passive boosts, really. Zeppelins? No, I don't think we need Zeppelins. Let's get the ironclad, in fact, and then we can build steamships. In a show of public support for the new census suffrage reform, citizens in Samara have offered to volunteer organising local elections, upcoming elections. Yeah, brilliant. 15% chance, minus 20% time. Fantastic. Hopefully, then it'll trigger on the next tick round. A couple of years ago, though. Come on. The radicals are taking over in Austria from the looks of it. What are their politics? Trade unions, intelligentsia and rural folk. Huh. We could have supported them, really. We should have supported them. Okay, so we have ironclads now. Don't know what to go for next. Let's have a look at society. Let's go for anarchism, yeah. And we can move our shipyards over to steamships. Gonna need a bit more steel, not a huge amount. And does that mean we can also move our ports over to industrial ports? Let's just see what happens. It might all break down, but let's just have a look. So the main thing it looks like it happened is that the man of wars, because I'm producing steamboats now, not man of wars, they're a bit expensive, but that's not the end of the world. We can import some. And coal actually is quite expensive as well, and I've got a feeling the power plants are going to need a lot of coal, presumably. Let's just stick some coal mines in near the top of the queue. And 5 days before our next Lord checkpoint. Fingers crossed. Oh. Nope. Just stalled. What do we get? Just damage to it. Damn. Radicalise the aristocrats. Minus 10% chance. More time. Minus 15% chance. Well, let's radicalise the aristocrats because we don't really care about them. But it gets us down to 36. Ugh. Okay, and I think that's a good place to leave it there for this session. Not huge strides forwards. We sort of, I mean, are very happy. We have made a huge stride forward actually because we got Karl Marx. What? He's no longer the leader. Okay, we had Karl Marx in charge of the trade unions, and we've got them into the government, which is really good. And we are on the precipice of taking out the last vestiges of landed aristocracy. We've also made some good strides in our industrialisation with the power plants about to start building. We can electrify all of Russia and continue onwards. The economy is looking pretty good. So I'm hoping that before that next time we can really get that voting law changed, and then we can look at the Council Republic. But that will be next time, in fact. So until then, take care and goodbye.